Today we are diving into ways to help our furry friends during the holidays. And with us is Dr. Aziza, Fresh Pets expert vet, who's here to share tips on how to keep pets happy and safe and eating well and being healthy over the holidays. So welcome, Dr. Aziza. Great to have you here. And
thank you so much for having me.
It's great. So let's hear some of the hints that you have to prepare our pets and make sure that they're safe and healthy over the holidays.
So one of the things that we can do in order to prepare our pets so that they are happy and safe during the holidays is making sure that they are eating what they're supposed to be eating, not the table scraps, eating food that can still be fresh food made with real meats, veggies, and fruits, like the Fresh Pet recipes that are available in your supermarkets and grocery stores in the refrigerated section. And also making sure that your guests know, do not feed these table scraps, because they can cause GI issues and it can cause a not fun trip to the veterinarian during the holiday season.
I'm glad you mentioned that. I was going to ask about guests because we have so many guests come and they may not know what they eat, or I don't know, there may be allergy issues. And there's also holiday decor. What are some of the things we should keep in mind for that?
Yes, absolutely. When it comes to the holiday decor, our favorites like the poinsettias, mistletoe, even holly can cause GI issues with our pets. It can be toxic. So we want to make sure that we keep them out of the reach of our pets. Even something as simple as a tree, they really shouldn't be chewing on the branches. They shouldn't be chewing on the leaves. If they do, then take them to the veterinarian for an exam to see whether or not any additional medications or treatments are recommended. And then also just making sure that the guests know what they can and cannot do, even something as simple as whether or not they can even touch their pet, because not all pets like to be touched, and, you know, who can blame them? I don't always like to be touched by strangers either.
Yeah. I can understand that. You know, we have a neighbor with a cat who will sometimes kind of sneak into our apartment, and I'm like, we should keep the cat out with our tree up. I'm not sure that would make a good mix. So what about suggestions for a friend or family member that's thinking of giving a pet as a gift?
So one of the things that I tell folks whenever they communicate to me that they are considering giving an animal as a gift, a pet as a gift, is to take a pause and actually consider what that entails. Because whenever you're adopting a pet, it is a lifetime commitment. And that goes with the whole scope of life, whether it's puppyhood, adulthood, or even as a senior citizen or a seasoned saint, as I like to call our older guys and gals. Instead, it'd be better to go ahead and help out your local shelter and rescue by fostering a pet, kind of doing it with the training wheels, seeing whether or not this is something that you really want to do, because not everybody realizes that pets pee and poop and they don't like to pick up after them. Like, these are basic things when it comes to pet ownership. Yeah. So kind of actually do a trial run, change your life and change that pet's life, at least for the holiday season. And if you're enjoying it, then make it a full-time commitment, and that foster can become what some people call a foster failure and what others describe as a foster success.
Yeah, no, that's a really good idea. And the pets probably love a little extra attention too. Now, how can you get pets involved in the spirit of the season?
So one of the things that I love seeing are pets that are included in the family photo shoots when it comes to the holidays, whenever they send out the holiday cards and things like that. But also making sure that your pets get some presents that are under the tree as well. Or when you go sightseeing for all the Christmas lights and things like that, take your pet with you. Have them on a leash. You can have your hot cocoa, and you can have some treats to give them as well on that walk, like the Fresh Pets Dog Joy Turkey Bacon treats, which are great. My son ate a couple of those too, and even he enjoyed them.
Then, and just in general, kind of maybe especially for guests that don't know what it's like to have a pet around, being conscious of loud noises, lots of wrapping paper. I mean, if you're watching football, and, you know, kind of some of those things that might make a pet a little nervous or whatever, what should we keep in mind there?
Yes, absolutely. Like you're saying, when it comes to the holidays, it can be a little chaotic. It can be very boisterous, and it can cause some anxiety in our pets to shoot through the roof. So whenever we're seeing, especially that your pet is starting to feel stressed, exhibit those types of behavioral signs, make sure that there is a dedicated space for them away from all the fray, away from all the activities, so that they can take a nap if they need to, they can go to sleep, they are surrounded by their wonderful security blanket, their favorite toys, and they have a space of peace and calm that's away from all the activity. And your pet is definitely going to enjoy it. And if they want to, they'll come back out and join and rejoin the family.
Okay. And then finally, if the pet does say swallow something they shouldn't or get injured in some way, what do you suggest people do? Have a plan beforehand? What kind of facilities are available to take the pet to?
Absolutely. I always tell folks when it comes to preparing for the unexpected, it's better to stay ready so they don't have to get ready. So already have the phone numbers or the addresses for the closest emergency veterinary center or urgent care center. See whether or not your regular primary care veterinarian has holiday hours, whether or not they are available to, or if they even have recommendations of where you should take your pet during those times where they may need to be seen very quickly, because you don't want to be too reactive and be on the defensive. If something happens, you want to have a plan in place so that you can execute it. It makes it a lot more efficient. And now you can go back, hopefully quickly, to celebrating the holidays.
Yeah, and always good to kind of have all those numbers handy so you can take care of a situation quickly. Thank you so much, Dr. Aziza, for this. We cannot forget our pets during this busy time. So thanks for all your advice.
You're welcome. And make sure you take a pause and include your pets in all of the holiday fun.
Thank you so much.